Welcome back. We have Shelby Volo joining us from Abbott Wealth Management on this Wednesday afternoon.
Yes.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Good.
We're talking today about the importance of having creditor insurance. So first question would probably be, what is creditor insurance?
Sure, so creditor insurance is a great plan to put in place. So if you were to become disabled, you couldn't work anymore, it's kind of like, how are you going to pay your mortgage payment, your line of credit, your car payment, that kind of thing. So putting this plan in place ensures that you are going to have that monthly benefit to pay those bills off. So it's a great plan that way. And it's just kind of also, you know, do we have a slush fund big enough to carry us for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months? Do we have short-term, long-term disability? That kind of thing. If you don't, then this is a great plan to put in place to make sure you're covering off that risk. And I think sometimes people also depend on the EI sickness benefit. So if you get injured or sick, oh, that's going to pay my bills. But it only pays you for 15 weeks, so I don't think we really think long-term. And we also think it's never going to happen to us as well.
Yes, absolutely.
But some key points about this type of plan is you can put all your loans on one plan. It's not taxable, and if, say, you did have long-term disability, short-term disability, it's not integrated with those benefits. So it doesn't change what you're going to get from your other plans. So I think it's important that people are covering off this risk, because when we're young, that's our greatest earning potential years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot of people, when they go and get a mortgage, think that they have insurance on their mortgage that is going to cover them if they are in an accident and require this. But I find that not everyone knows the fine details of what that covers, and it's good to really be sure that you know what you're covered for. Yeah,
it's good to read the fine print, know the details, but also I don't believe that it is mandatory to take those plans on. So. Yeah, it's kind of up to the person to say, okay, I'll pay that premium every month. But then again, you have to know exactly what you're buying as well.
Exactly. We have the a poster that we're going to take a look at here. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about this.
Yeah, so this kind of shows you how you can tailor this plan to meet your specific needs. So there's a minimum $300 a month benefit and a maximum of $5,000. You can have your benefit period 2 years, 5 years, or to age 65, which means that you can choose how long this plan would pay you. So if you're disabled and you think, you know, you come back from it in 2 years, or you only can afford to do 2 years, then you can do it that way. Or if you're, you know, you think maybe, oh, I might get disabled till 65, well, you can have that comfort in there knowing that it's going to keep paying those payments until you're age 65. As well as there's waiting periods, which also can make your premium cheaper or more expensive depending on how you do it. So 30 days is going to be the most, change your premium to make it a bit more expensive, because after 30 days they're going to pay you that benefit. So it all depends how long you think you can cover off your costs as well.
Is it quite expensive to get creditor insurance?
So I actually did do a couple quotes. So I just did the same age, and then I did one for a male and a female. So for a male, let's say they're a realtor, they want $1,500 a month to cover off their mortgage payment. They're looking at $40.10 a month to insure that risk. If you're a female, say you work in an office, you have a $1,200 mortgage, a $600 car payment, you're looking at $52.46 a month to cover off that. So they're not extremely high. Those are with 30-day waits as well. So, you know, you're not waiting too long to get that benefit.
Okay, so it's well worth it to think about if you're going to be taking on a huge mortgage. You want to make sure
I definitely think so.
And you left a stat here on the page as well that's very interesting as well, that almost half of all mortgage foreclosures are the result of a disability.
Exactly. So all the more reason to make sure you have that insurance in place.
And
as well as, I got a couple more stats. So 1 in 3 people will experience a disability before the age of 65. So the chances are high. As well as 2.7 million Canadians were disabled in 2006. It's a large number.
It is. 1 in 3 will experience a disability by age 65.
Yeah.
That is a fairly significant chunk of the population.
Definitely.
Yeah, interesting. We have our question of the week this week. Perhaps we could put that up on the screen. If a person buys a disability policy and insures him or herself but can still work 50% of the time, will their plan still pay the monthly benefit?
Sure. So if they're not completely disabled, it's not going to pay you 100% of the benefit. But a lot of people sometimes put on something called partial disability rider, which means that if you could still do 50% of your daily job, but you can't do all of it, so you're not working full time, you've lost a bit of that income that you're bringing in, then it'll pay you 50% of the benefit for up to 12 months. So it's a good rider to put on there because, I mean, lots of the times maybe you hurt your wrist, but you can still do a couple things, right? And you still want to get some income coming in because, you know, you still have to pay those bills.
Very interesting, and there's a lot of options to consider when it comes to this.
Yeah.
Anything else that you would like to add, Shelby, or is that pretty much it?
I think we got it covered.
I think we did. A lot of information there, Shelby. Thank you for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. AbbottWealth.com. If you would like to learn more about this, explore your options when it comes to credit or insurance, you can certainly do that. The phone number is there as well. We're back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.